Hi everyone, it is Marie here from Skeins. Been a few weeks since I've popped in and said hello, but it has now, we have finished the epic sale. And boy, she was epic, absolutely epic. And thank you so much, everybody who contributed to the sale, purchased at the sale, came and visited. We had loads of people come and visit from all over. Hi Liz, how are you? Now hopefully you can hear me. I'm testing out a new microphone. So my son, it is his 10th birthday today, Hugo, and this is actually his birthday present, and he was so keen, he wanted me to bring it to work to test it out for him. Isn't that really lovely? So hello, and it's just been wonderful with the sale to see, for me to talk to so many people. I was in at the shop the whole first week, and people who come to visit the shop regularly know that I'm not down there all the time. I sort of breeze in and breeze out, and I spend most of my time working on new product development and bits and pieces upstairs or at home. So it was like a reunion. I got to see so many people that I haven't seen for ages, talked far too much, but it was so much fun. It was lots and lots of energy, and the team were amazing. Claire, Karen, Virginia, Emily were just unbelievably awesome, and they worked, if you knew how hard they worked to get those orders out, it was really pretty impressive. So thank you again for supporting the sale. It was yeah, as I said, it was pretty epic. So now that you're all stashed up, because you are all stashed up, because I've seen the photos, boy have I seen some stash photos, and it's great. To make you feel better, you don't want to see what I bought during the sale. I had a big clean out of my sample drawers behind us here, cleaned the whole thing out. Lots of people got that done in the shop, but yeah, I made sure that I replaced much of my stash accoutrement was added to, so don't worry, you're not alone. So it's been great to see those, and it's also been really wonderful to see some projects knitted up. You know, you've been lots of projects, particularly in the prints, because we don't necessarily have samples of those prints, and we don't know how they're going to look or how they knit up. So it's awesome seeing those prints knitted up, so keep those coming. Make sure you share those projects. And if you're joining us for the first time and you're wondering about where you can share those projects, I'm talking about sharing those projects to the Skeins Speakeasy, and I'll make sure I put a link in for the Speakeasy in the comments. So if you're not a Speakeasy member, you click that, it's a group, we'll accept you into there, and that's the place that you can share. So you can put your photos up, ask questions, comments, and actually find out more about what's going on at Skeins. So that's our interactive page here on Facebook. It's called the Skeins Speakeasy. So over on the Speakeasy is where all these things have been posted and listed. So yes, if you are knitting up those projects, especially if they're in prints that you've purchased in the sale, I'd love to see how they're knitting up. So do please make sure you post those, because they really do help other people to see and plan their patterns if they haven't already done so. So thank you very much for that. I've got lots to talk about today. Some is stuff for the Speakeasy, which I will also replicate this video over there. But some of it is, you know, other bits and bobs. Firstly, though, knit along and crochet along. I have a confession to make. I haven't finished the crochet along. I've done about that much, and I'm quite determined. I've got everything there to finish it, but I'm really bollocks at it. And then I've actually found a yarn that I want to do in, and it's not one of our yarns. So I might actually finish it in that yarn and then show you, just to show that I am an equal opportunity yarn consumer. I don't always just do yarns, right? So, so yeah, I'm really sorry about that. However, all the completed Lost in Times that have been put up on the Speakeasy have been amazing. And I've gone through today, we've put the randomizer over everything, all the posts, all the posts for both Lost in Time and Aranami from today, from when we started March 1st, I think it was, have gone through, and I have 2 winners, and both the winners are going to receive a gradient pack of Lumiere, Silver Lining Lumiere, which is going to have the colours from natural through to a deeper dyed shade, inspired by the Aranami that I completed. And I'm doing that because both of those yarns and those colours would look fantastic in either an Aranami for yourself and or a lost in time. You could do both, or you can just, you're so sick of doing both those projects completely, and you want to do something else, something really wonderful and fun and graduated for yourself, you can do that. So the two winners are Michelle Wilson, and I think Michelle is from Auckland. I think, if I'm looking at the right Michelle in the database. And I apologise, Faye, if I pronounce your surname incorrectly, but it's either Faye Lith or Faye Lai from Wellington. So well done. You have won a pack each of those, and I will get that. I'll be contacting you through the Book of Face, and we will get your address details and get those down to you. So watch out for a message from me very soon. So congratulations. Next, knit along / crochet along / project along. I've had a few offers from some designers, which has been wonderful for looking at projects there. I'm actually a bit, I'm going to throw it out to you guys. Again, what do you want to work on? Is a $6 million question, because we are heading into some chillier weather. I know down south you're having a wee bit of a definitely throw a log on the fire day today. So I'm sort of a bit, I mean, one idea I've had is actually not necessarily a project this time, actually working on a theme, to a theme. So what do you think? Either do you want a specific project, do you want a theme, or do you want a designer? A project by a specific designer. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I'm actually going to pop a survey over on the Speakeasy. I think that's going to be the easiest way of doing it. And once we've got that, then we will make a decision. And when I say we, I mean me. We'll make a decision and we will get that out and we'll make it happen and we'll get started. So that's what we'll do for the next one. So, and I'm also going to do it possibly with a view in mind of everything that you've bought in the sale. So, because let's face it, you've bought all this yarn now, people, you've got to knit it up. So, I'll pop that, I better write that down, survey. Survey, the Speakeasy, because I'll forget. Right. If you are a follower of me in Knit August Nights, and I put my can pink on today, if you know, now for those who don't know what Knit August Nights is, Knit August Nights is a yarn event that happens here in Napier every year, year 9 this year, and it is held the last weekend of August. And this year it is actually going to be the 23rd through to the 26th of August, which is the last full weekend. And it's gotten bigger and bigger every year, and we have a series of tutors who come down. There's 22 classes, a huge trading market, and it's just really basically a huge big yarn craft love fest, and we all catch up, and it's all, you know, pretty loose as a goose and quite fun, and I run around like a flea in a fit for days on end, but we have a great time. So for those who are on the CAN database, you would have had an email from me last week, and I've been busy working on that because registrations open on March 1st, which is not very far away at all. And Skeins is our #1 sponsor for Knit August Nights. So this year I'm super excited because we've got 3 international tutors coming. Georgie Nicholson, aka Tiki Knits, and any of you who have spent time on the Speakeasy or any of the other major New Zealand-based or Australian-based woolly groups will know Georgie's patterns. She obviously is a huge favourite of mine. Our Miss Jane Knit Along was one of hers. She's been with us, this is now her 4th year back at Knit August Nights, and she is an amazing teacher. And she is actually a teacher in her day job, so she's really good at it. And she's teaching full classes, so I'm so thrilled to have Georgie back. And I've got 2 new tutors this year by the way of Brisbane, Australia via South Africa, Claire Devine, and she's fresh from teaching at the Edinburgh Yarn Festival, and she's a sock specialist. And would you believe, in all the years that I've done CAN, I think I've only ever had 1 sock class. I know. So Claire is going to do a couple of sock classes for us. And then the last but not least, I've actually lured someone down from the Northern Hemisphere, and a big shout out to Helena from Happy Go Knitty, who helped connect us together to make this happen. And his name is Nathan Taylor. Now, I have to be honest, when Nathan, we all hooked up and, you know, it all started happening, I had no idea who Nathan is, because I'm hopeless. And so he's known as the Socmatician. He is a fabulous podcaster, and I have now watched some of his podcasts up until a week or so ago. I'd never seen any of them. And he's lovely and delightful and charming and funny and very, very witty. And he is also very, 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 very clever. And he is double knitting, even though he's called the Socmatician, double knitting, and not double knitting the yarn weight, double knitting the yarn technique, which is reversible fabrics. And I've actually seen somebody has been posting up the most incredible Muppets motifs over on the Speakeasy, if you haven't seen them. They are like unbelievable. And they are, I think, looking at them, must be done in double knitting. So he is teaching a class called Demystifying Double Knitting, which is a beginner's class, and he'll be doing that twice, and he's also doing a shaping class. So if you've done one and you want to step over, or you know the double knitting technique but you're not sure about some of the more complicated shaping elements, he's teaching that. And he's also doing a class called Strantasia, which he's created. And it's a way of doing stranded intarsia, but in the round, so you don't have to sort of go backwards and forwards. And it's, yeah, it all sounds quite clever. So he is coming, and I'm really super excited. So we've been Skyping backwards and forwards and getting details sorted out and all of that. And the most exciting thing about that is that he's, because he's coming so far, he is also going to do a full day for 15 lucky people. And look, I have a poster. I need a poster. There it is, look at that. He thinks it's hilarious that I'm calling it Nathan Taylor Day. I told him he needs to get over it. He used to work on the stage. He's used to, you know, I said, go get over it, Nathan. We'll make you even more famous in your own lunchtime down under than you were before. So he is going to be 15 people doing basically a full double knitting sort of extravaganza of the class that he's doing, and he's but also to a few other little bits and pieces in that day that's not been taught in the classes. Perfect if you are unable to attend the weekend. There are people that just have stuff on, can't commit to an entire weekend, but they can get away for one day. Or for those who are actually tied up and working at Knit August Nights, there's several of people that attend Knit August Nights that can't go to classes, have to work, or you are wanting to do loads of classes and you want to free yourself up. You can do Nathan on one day. Oh, that sounded quite rude to do Nathan on one day. Ooh, he's married, very married, but you know what goes on to her, Nath. We won't tell. On the Thursday, then you can free yourself up for other classes on the other days, because the program is outstanding. So that's happening. So all of these, this particular day, plus all of the other classes, registration opens May 1st. So there is a Knit August Nights Facebook page, so join up over there, or if you go to knitaugustnights.co.nz, halfway down, if you scroll halfway down the home page, you'll see a little button to sign up for the newsletter. So click on that and get your deets in, and you can make sure that you are in the newsletters. And I'll be doing lots of updating between now and the 1st of May for getting registered, tips on getting registered, because honestly, it is like booking for a rock concert if you've not done it before. So yeah, really, really excited about CAN. And again, I couldn't do CAN without the support of all the team here at Skeins. They've been behind me since day one, and they are just the best, absolute best. So that is what's been going on for me since the post-sale. The other thing that's actually been happening with the sale, you may notice there are still quite a few yarns on the sale page. So about a good third of the yarns have remained on there. We caught up with the importer last week, and he's like, no, keep those prices there, just we want them shifted and gone. So if you've had resisted across the sale, but now you're feeling the weakening, you're seeing projects listed up, there are still plenty there to be had. And of course, you know, as we go through, I'm always adding bits and pieces in and out of there. So there are still a few wee bargains to be had on there. But you may have also noticed, and where have I gone and put it? I had it up on the Oh, don't you love it when you pop things down and you don't know where you put them? We have got some new yarn coming, and I posted a delightful picky of them. I can show you 2 of them, actually. Here's 2, and I haven't loaded them up yet. Oh, here they are. Right. So some of the new things, and I'm going to hopefully get these loaded in the next couple of days. They've just come through. Orb. Everybody adores our Orb, which is our machine washable merino DK in the twist on twist construction. We now have a black and white, which feels very patriotic with the Commonwealth Games on. Woohoo! So those are going to be going up essentially as soon as I photographed and got the codes and got my act together. So look out for them. And that's in both the weights. And some of you may have seen this little picky. I'm just going to put these up here. Can you see those? Ooh, 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 oh, here we go. And there's also a white going in there, so I'll just add that there so you can get an idea what that's going to look like. This is a merino, machine washable merino. So essentially think our merino soft but supersized into DK. And it's some really neat colours that I think reflect the winter season. There's some really nice colour around this winter. And these are going to be going live very soon. So they're just sitting and balling, waiting for the labels to turn up from the printer. So this is going to be called Albertine. And I'm really pleased with it. There's a couple of new colours in here. And I can't, I mean, these are tiny, but look at those. Oh, look at that green. There's lots of that really lovely verdant sort of olivey green around, and the blue this time, instead of a really deep navy, this one's actually more of an indigo navy. Really happy with these. They look fantastic. So watch out for those. Hopefully I'll have those loaded maybe within 2 weeks if I can get the balling schedule allows. So that is coming through very soon. So that is most exciting. Last but not least, those of you who are early birds on a Saturday morning and like the rural delivery program, which is on TV1, 7 AM on Saturday mornings, we are going to be on that show this weekend. So do make sure you get a chance to watch that, or on demand, which will go on demand just after. Once it's aired, I'll also pop a link up for the segment as well, so you can watch that. They were here several months ago doing some filming through the mill, and they interviewed both Brendan and Peter. So I managed to get away with it and hide behind the camera and take lots of photos. So it was perfect for me. I loved it. Loved watching the boys squirm in front of the camera. It made me happy. But it's great. Really lovely article about what we do. And for those who have never been inside the mill, it will give you an opportunity to actually, they took lots, so hopefully they'll show a lot, but they took loads and loads of footage of the mills. So just gives you a little hint of what goes on behind, sort of, directly below me or behind our closed doors. So that is the rural delivery, TV1, Saturday morning, 7 AM. So do make sure you check that out. And I think that's me. I've been gassing on for forever. Only other things to come. So I'm going to put up that survey. Probably tomorrow by the time I get there, or I might get it done today. The only other thing happening in the next little bit is, Mid-August nights, registrations open May 1st. Then I'm going to Gisborne for the First Light Fibres education event for Creative Fibre. So if you're a Creative Fibre member and you're heading across to that, I will be there. I'd love to see you, so do come over and say hello. And then also Woolfeast in Auckland later on in May. We'll be there at that as well. So we've got lots and lots to do and see. But in the meantime, stay warm if you're down south. I think it's heading this way from later tomorrow. Stay warm. Still plenty on the website, still plenty on the sale page, so don't, tons there, definitely those prints. And it's, as I said, if you're knitting anything in those prints, whether it be Waikiwi or Loyal or any project, but I'd love to see them, get those signed up onto the Speakeasy, because it really is so good to see how everything has knitted up and what they look like, and it's fantastic. Absolutely love it. And again, congratulations to Faye and Michelle, our winners. So I will talk to you again soon, and we will get that survey out and we'll have a decision on the knit along. Take care, stay warm, stitch on, bye.